All right, so what's up, subscribers and subscribers to be? I'm Mike, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking to you guys about Tesla stock. Of course, we know it's a really popular stock right now. As of, I think, about a week ago, maybe less than that, it is now the biggest automotive company in the United States, the world as well. It has beat out GM, it's beat out Ford, Honda, everybody. Its stocks, if you haven't heard, has recently went up a lot. About 4 months ago, Tesla stock was at its 52-week low, which was about $176. Let's just say it was right at about $180. Today, January 31st, 2020, is sitting right at about 650. It's right under 650, 649 and some change. So going from that $176.99 valuation, stock valuation, to that 650, that's a 367% increase in value, if my math is correct. 367% in 4 months. That's a lot. As a matter of fact, this is the reason that Tesla is my highest valued stock. I try to keep all stocks at least, even if I'm super bullish on it, I try to keep them under 30% of my total portfolio when it comes to stocks. Due to its increase in value, Tesla just basically overshot a lot of my stocks recently. With a 467% increase, is Tesla worth buying still? Should I sell my stock or should I hold them? That's kind of what I'm going to be thinking about and going through as we look at this video. A major thing that I look at with my stocks is how much they're growing, how much I plan to see them growing in the future. Of course, how well the company is ran, all that good stuff. And also, if you're trying to make money, I'm trying to see how much they pay as far as a dividend go. Right now, Tesla's still in the early stages of its company. It's a super growth company. So as of right now, they pay a dividend of 0. That's a 0 on the dividend scale. So for a lot of times for a company that's that huge and not paying a dividend, it makes me wonder, should I sell out of that company? Also, the PE. I prefer to buy companies with an extremely low PE. With Tesla having so much growth and so many new investors jumping in, and this stock price going up like it is, its PE that is expected for early 2020 is 206, which is an extremely high PE ratio. But like I said, being it is growing at an extremely rapid rate, is that bad? Not so much. As a matter of fact, I was looking at this one video talking about how if Tesla was to double the amount of cars it was putting out, it still wouldn't have enough cars. So at this point, I'm not really worried too much about the PE ratio. The next thing that I'm really taking into consideration right now is the fact that this company, COINBASE, they gave Tesla a $6,000 valuation. It was originally $4,000 from them, but once the stock started to go up a little bit, they bumped their valuation as well. And another thing that's still in the back of my mind is that I remember those short sellers a couple months ago, back when the stock was going down and it was at around $180. I remember a couple companies, including Morgan Stanley, which of course everybody knows is a big name in the financial industry, gave them a valuation of $10, which is extremely low. $10, if this company was to go from $650 to $10, that would be a big hit to everyone. That's basically saying that the company is going bankrupt or going to zero if it hits $10. So with Morgan Stanley and their huge brand, their huge name saying that, and COINBASE, which is a smaller name, still extremely bullish on it, it kind of still makes me wonder, should I buy or sell? And this is where I'm at on it. I purchased the majority of my stock for Tesla. I think I'm averaging at about maybe 250, 254. So going from 254 to 650, that's great. The way I'm looking at it is now what would happen if their company not go bankrupt, because I don't see that happening. What would happen if a huge recession was to happen here, possibly in China and in Europe at the same time, which would be crazy. But you have to think about those type of things when you're an investor. The likelihood of that happening, in my opinion, almost zero. If anything, if there was like maybe a huge stock correction or a stock market crash or something, I can see stocks possibly getting cut in half, maybe to 50%, especially for companies like Tesla, who, you know, have recently surged recently. If they were to get cut in half, that would still make them, I'm gonna put half here, my recession price, that would still make them over $300, meaning that I would still be in the profit. So with that in mind, it kind of made me go more to the edge of buy instead of sell. Should I get more? Will the stock continue to go up? I do think the company will still expand. So they kind of had me leaning towards the buy side. And this was when the company initially started to go up at about $180. Once the company got to about 420, which was my expected price range, I expected the company to go up about 420, and then surpassed that. It kind of changed my mind about buying more. Number one, I don't like to buy stocks when they go up too much, because typically they're going to drop back down. Some people buy them just to watch the stock go up and sell it once it reaches its peak, or whenever they determine that they think they've seen a peak. So once I got to that price, about the 450 range, I decided that I wouldn't be buying any more Tesla stock. So right now I'm really sitting, for the most part, at a hold. And I don't mean that indefinitely. Of course, if something was to go bad with the company, I would sell. I don't think that's happening. But for right now, I really want to hold it just to kind of wait for the company to become a little bit less volatile. I do actually want to see their numbers go back down some more so I can buy some more. And if the numbers stay where they are for a long period of time, or in this area, maybe around the end of the year, I may get back into it. Of course, if their numbers still making sense, if I still see growth, of course, if everything goes through with Model Y, everything look like it's going through with the pickup truck and the 18-wheeler. But for right now, until Tesla shows me a few more things, and I can't forget that 1,000,000-mile battery. Until they show me a few more things, it's definitely a hold for me. Once they release Model Y, if they can get the Tesla pickup out, or the semi, and the price is still in the same range once that semi is out, and they break ground on that Germany factory, I'll definitely go in and buy more. But for right now, with the way that it is jumped, and with it being such a high percentage of my portfolio, I'm just going to keep it as a whole for now. And with that being said, thank you for you guys' time. Whether or not you plan on buying more Tesla, selling more Tesla, or you planning on holding, let me know down in the comments. If you'd like to see me do anything different in the video, anything with the mic or anything, the shading, all that, let me know down in the comments as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, in the description below, you're going to see my link for Robinhood. If you're not already an investor and you're looking for a way to get into the stock market, Robinhood is a way for you to trade without paying any trading fees or anything like that. And also, if you use my link down there in the description, you'll get a free stock. And that stock can be anywhere between like a $2 stock to like I had one person get a $2,000 stock, and I had one person actually get a couple shares of Tesla, which was cool, my favorite stock. So definitely get that link if you don't already have Robinhood. And with it being said, have a great day. Thank you for your time.